Now then, boys, in today's video, it is my new base design video. Everyone's asking for it. I thought I didn't need to make this video, but the amount of comments I've had is crazy. Even while editing this, I'm still getting comments. Please post the base tutorial. So it definitely must be something you guys want. Before we do get into the video though, boys, I just want to say a few things. Some stuff I've been working on LUF in the background. So a few of you have been coming to me and saying you want the yearly package re-adding. So I've re-added the yearly package. You can purchase a whole year of the app and save yourself 20%. You can still get the base app for $9.99 now, and that's over 100 workouts. I've also added a beginner introduction section. So people are asking how to get started, yada yada yada. Beginner introduction section is now the first thing you'll see in the app. Also, boys, side note, I've had a few of you ask me if I can train you, if I can be your personal trainer. Obviously, I can't do that. You guys live in different countries. If you live down the road, I would love to personal train you. We could get anabolic, we could get huge. But that being said, I've put a new package on the website. Go check it out. We can have a little Zoom call. We'll sit down, work out your goals, and we can fully tailor you, fully specific plan to your goals and needs, and we can figure something out. You know, pretty much online coaching essentially. So there's 3 new packages on the website. Go check them out for me. Let's get into the base design video. It's the base I've been using non-stop. It gets rated. If you build this design, I promise you'll get rated. You might lose. It comes down to how good you are if you can defend it, but it's a fucking sick base. Tap in, boys, and yeah, let's get fucking huge. Well, boys, I've got a very special video for you today. The base design I have been using every single day since I came back to Rust. Many of you have been asking for it when I'm making it on stream. Many of you have been commenting for it. So here it is, boys. Originally, this would be known as the Chase box, but I stole it from Chase and made it a bit better, to be honest. So whenever I'm starting, boys, it's always the same. If I'm solo, I'm usually starting out of something like this, just 2 squares. Of a sheet double, and if you've got this door skin, this is the one you want because you can see people who are outside your door. Usual business, TC in the back corner. You can go ahead and airlock this if you're worried. Shit like furnaces in here and bags. 3 people can live in this. Find out something like this. TC, some barrels, some bags, tier 1 furnace. As you get more resources, first thing you want to do is build this square, just like this. Usually by now you've got some guns and you've probably got a tier 2 workbench. We also have a repair bench by now, because, you know, if you're not using a full white gear set, what are you doing? It's a bit finicky, so you got to do it like this. So, foundation down, wall in, half wall. Leave this half wall twig for now. Place this, come in here, place the shelf, remove this originally twig back wall, place it with a full wall, pick up the door, up you go, and then boom. You now have this new area. You can move this under here, put down some, you know, storage, whatever you want to do. You need a garage door in here, obviously. By now, you've got tier 2, so you can probably upgrade to garage doors. Which is much nicer. Obviously, as you get more and more resources, you would want to keep building the base up, upgrading it to whatever resources you have. The core should really be armoured, but sheet metal is always a good answer. Don't know the optimal way to put these boxes down. All I know is you can fit a fucking lot of boxes. So, do with that as you will. Right, time to work on the rest of the base. This is what you should have. Simple 2x2 so far. So, you want 2 exits on this floor so you don't get camped. I would usually do them here and here, just like this. And I just do stairs like this to get up. Bit aids, not too bad when you've got a garage door. This also doubles up as a nice little bed spot to be honest, so there was that one teammate that's getting the bed there. I'll wear this. I would probably garage this now. Otherwise it's going to be inconvenient to get in and out of. You need these doors to open inwards. If they open outwards, it will just not work. And you'll see why. So now you've got this, drop down, place a foundry, place a half wall. I would upgrade this to wood. We do it like this, with it on wood. And this is going to be your jump up, like this. So same again on the other side as well. This is what you'll be living out of until you basically kill someone with like another inver stone, because this base is so cheap, honestly. Fill the outer ring up. If you're having a good wipe and you can afford it, what I would do, if you have an oil refinery, I would just like that. If you and build up around it. If you don't have one, then you don't have one. Unlucky, you're fucked. Doors on the opposite corners. I wouldn't airlock this either. Build this up now, 2 layers. And again, we would live out of this for probably a good few hours. The goal of this base is not to be the strongest base, but it will get you online raided. I've been online raided in this base maybe 6 or 7 times in the last few weeks. It's every day. People see this base and they just think free, because it is, but it's fun. Right, for your peaks, they need to look like this. So place a wall frame, half wall, floor, remove the half wall, replace it with a window, frame, window, remove the frames, and you're left with this, which is your peak down. Do this on all corners. Okay, now you've got your peak downs. Come up to your roof level. We usually just fill the peak downs in like this. I was also skeptical of this at first, but I actually think this is the best way of doing it. You can also do on 2 sides, triangles. If you're feeling real exotic, you can do this as a frame like that. Do this. But again, it is all up to you. Personally, I prefer them walled in like this. And that way they can't really ladder up and take them as easily. Now we want to build this room next. So again, 2 exits. I would probably do them like this. Here. This is your battery / main bedroom. We just put a ton of beds down in here like this. And just some gear sets to defend a raid. And this is where you're going to spawn in near them rockets in the base. Next, just place the outer layer up. And essentially roof it over. This is the finished base, believe it or not. We build this every day on stream. You know, to hundreds of people. Costs 20k stone, that's insane. You get space up in like 10 minutes. I've built this base solo, duo or trio. If it gets offline, it is fucked, obviously. I mean, that's common sense. But, yeah. Originally the chase box adapted into a 2x2 core. If you're getting raided, just literally sit up in the peaks. Ideally, you would metal these peaks, because you don't want them to drop as soon as you start getting raided. These are the most important things you have. And yeah, as you've probably seen in some of my latest videos, they try to come through this door, it's over. They try to breach the walls, it's over. And you just basically run around here, wait for them to ladder up, keep killing them, throw their boom in here, and win the raid defense. it looks like a big block of cheese. If you put this in the snow biome, you will get online raided, boys. I am not bullshitting. You will get online raided. It has all the amenities you would need. We live in it trio, and we always get stacked. So yeah. Couple of side notes before we end the video. I've had a few people come in the stream asking for like tutorial videos. Could do that, to be honest, since I've only come back to Rust for a month, and I'm kind of fragging, and I don't really put myself up there as a great player anymore, and I don't practice much. So some techniques I have stored in the locker that I can bring out and teach you as well. I would also advise to spend less time worrying about your base and building these fancy wide gap monolithic structures that are just intimidating and never going to get you raided. Build something more fun, have some fun with your friends. It is a video game. Get online raided every day. Just fresh start. It's so much more fun. Peace, boys.